Nazis' challenge to the free world to fight or surrender was being answered. After only 8 hours fighting, the hard crust of German resistance was shattered. Our armor crashed through. The Americans blitzed their way into Bizerte. The British smashed right through the center to capture Tunis. Then a British armored column crashed across the neck of Cape Bon to Hammamet. Another British column raced around the tip of the cape to prevent any evacuation. The whole Axis mass was split into 4 segments. The end came quickly.
By tens, by hundreds, by thousands they came. On foot, in trucks, and behind their bands. The greatest mass surrender of fully equipped troops in modern history. We had lost nearly 70,000 men, dead, wounded, and missing. 35,000 British, 18,000 Americans, 15,000 French. But for every man we had lost, the enemy lost 5. And at the end, 15 full divisions, 266,000 of their best men laid down their arms.
No Bataan this, no Crete, no men riddled with disease and shrunken with hunger, fighting to the last barehanded. Educated in the school for power, they were quick to recognize superior power. And when they did, they quit cold. This is the end of the Axis African adventure.
After all the racket, seems funny, don't it, Joe? So quiet.
Yeah.
What's biting you, Joe?
I don't know. I can't help thinking all the hard work that went into those burnt-out tanks and half-tracks and airplanes. Gone for nothing.
Had to be done.
Oh, sure it did. But still in all, think of all the trucks and automobiles and things all that junk might have been.
I know. Bloody shame.
Just because he was told that he was a Superman.
Well, he never figured things out for himself. Never argued the toss, same as we do. Too bad he didn't hear some of our arguments at the old Dog and Fox back home.
You know, I guess that's the real difference between us and them. We argue the toss, as you say, and they don't.
Yeah, and when you don't argue the toss anymore, you aren't half a man anymore.
Right.
You're just a blooming tool, like a spanner or a saw or a gimlet.
Maybe they like it that way.
Maybe they do, but suppose somebody tried to use you or me like that, Joe. Suppose somebody said put that fella's eyes out or turn a hose pipe on that Jew or on that woman. Would we do it?
What do you think?
You and me, Joe, we may not always think alike, but we do think. You and me and old Alphonse and the rest, we certainly think all right.
You know, George, I got an idea. Why can't we, after the war, the same work gang, I mean, keep on swinging together? What couldn't we do?
You mean build more houses than ever was?
Yeah, that's it.
And ships, thousands of ships?
Right.
And food so as nobody be hungry no more?
Yeah, building things up instead of blowing things up. Like, I don't know, like dams in the desert and roads through the jungles. Maybe bridges across all the oceans. We could do it, I bet you.
Yeah, do all the jobs that wants doing and knock the block off anybody who wants to start another war. And bring the smiles back to the kids' faces all over the world.
Boy, what a job.
But just now, Joe, it's the same rough road. The same road you and me have just come. The same bloody hard road. And for quite a while yet.
Boy, oh boy, what a job. Bringing back the smiles to kids' faces.
Africa is freed, and Europe that much nearer freedom. The liberating hosts are on the wing.